Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. So as last video, I have shown how to do the bottom camera calibration. Now we're gonna calibrate the nozzle tip to the camera and precisely. So in order to do that, there is actually a small tool like this, which is like a small calibration dot. So you can actually see here. And the idea is basically the nozzle tip will pick up this one and then place it down and then check the position, and then it will do this for multiple runs, and then it will actually calculate the real offsets between the offset and the camera. So as usual, we will first do the homing, and then after it actually detects the primary fiducia, then we can start the calibration. And this calibration need to be done for both nozzle tips. So okay, so now it detects. Then we place this one on top, and then we will see. And by the way, so if you mounting the nozzle tip adapter, you need to make sure that it's actually all the way up, and then you put the screw on, and then you can try to rotate. You can try to rotate by this, and then check if the nozzle tip is like centering correctly. And if not, you can actually adjust the screw just to make the nozzle tip has less run outs. The same for both. And okay, so once that has been done, we can go ahead and calibrate. So you can see here there is calibrate precise camera to nozzle N1 offset. So basically this will do the calibration. And what you need to do is you can actually reopen this one because I have already calibrated, and on the settings file that you copy, this one probably is already done. So you can do the open, and then you can do the detection to see what was the best size. So you can see the score here. The bigger, the better. So we can try it out, and I can see it should be a little bit bigger. So 18, so 56, it looks pretty good. And then I will go ahead and click accept. Then it will just detect the position and then start picking up the calibration tool. So it will do this multiple times. But for you, maybe it will not put back to the position all the time. It could be a little bit to the right side or to the left side. And in this case, it will adapt. But maybe sometimes if it plays too much, the calibration tool will drop off. And in this case, you can either place the calibration tool a little bit to the left side for it to go, has more space to go to the right side, or you can actually go to the machine setup, and then you go to the nozzle tips for the first one. No, sorry, in the nozzles for the first one, and then here there are some offsets. So basically, if it's going to the right side, then you just make this number smaller. So you doing like minus 24, a little bit more, and more to the down, then you will also make it make it smaller for the y-axis. For example, like 3.7 or 3.8, something like that. And then you can adjust this value and then apply, and then you can do this again just to make sure it's in there. And I didn't design this one to be bigger because I want to save space. You can also make modification to this one to make it bigger, larger on the top. Then in this case, you will be able to like move in a larger area. So yeah, this is basically the idea. And then we can do the second one as well for the nozzle tool. So it's the same process. So you just do the open and then do the detection. And I remember last time 56 who used the same value. So now let's do the accept. So it will then use the second. You see, it's actually picking up with the second one. And the first time you calibrate, it will move, like I said, to the left or right, or to the up or down. for this tool, it will place a little bit different position, and then you can just try it out multiple times. Then you will be able to calibrate it correctly. Right. Okay. So now it's calibrated, and you can actually see here. It will also show you the difference. Here you will see like zero point zero 0.01 difference than last time. So it's kind of a pretty stable detection, which actually is a good sign. So after this one, usually if you want to place the bore, you will need to do the calibration of the nozzle tips. So it will actually ask you to do the calibration. Right. And then basically for the second one, we also do the calibration. Yeah. So then that was then we then calibrate the nozzle tip. And the other thing is basically we also want to do the automatic nozzle change. So what we can do is there is a nozzle changer. So here it actually you can actually look at it. It will move to the correct location. It will move to the location, but not necessarily correct in the first. But what we can do is basically we can take out, just to be on the safe side, we can take out those two now, and then we can actually try to place it here, and then we use the camera, top camera, to align on the tool, and then once you see the position is correct, then you can actually capture the position, and then you can put those positions into the others. You also copy the X one here, but then for the third location, it's basically when it goes down and trying to move out, and this one you leave some space, like 170 something, you will move a little bit to this side so that it will not hit the nozzle tip station. And then for the basically for the z-axis, how high, you could actually try. Let me first do the apply, and you could try to get the position of the nozzle to here, and then you can lower down. You can lower down and then to try it out. So that's just lowering down. Okay. So now you see actually, yeah, but I think I'm pushing too much just now. So it should be actually 4. So let's do the 4 here, and then let's move up. And then we can look at it, and yeah, so basically we do the 4. We know the 4 is basically the lowest point, and then we can have some values like 12. 12 is like almost touching the nozzle tip. And then in the beginning we can make it fast, and then when it's mounting, usually I make it slower, and then it will be more stable in mounting. So this is the settings I have. And then once you have done those settings, because we just move down the nozzle by ourselves, it still think there is a nozzle on top. So what we can do is we first can do like nozzle off. So we try to do this one, then you will see it's do a dummy nozzle off, and then we can put in the nozzle here, and then we can test if we can mount the nozzle tip. So basically you can see here it's actually mounting, and then we can actually let it go back. Yes. So this is basically the process that you can do the nozzle tip mounting. And the same story also for the other one. Also for the other one. So if I go to here and I just move the camera to it, to the center, because we already calibrate the offset, so we can just do that. Yeah, this position looks good, and then we also capture the position here and copy over to the other rows, and then here we have like 176 as before. We can put in like this, and then also copy the other one like that, and then we have also one 1.0, 0.3, 0.3, and then for the heights we can actually try it out, but remember to switch to nozzle 2, and then we can see here it's almost good, and then we can lower down. Okay, so it's like a 4 basically. We can do 4 here, and then we go up again. And also remember there is nozzle tip still there. It sink is still there, and then we do a like a dummy remove. So let's select the nozzle 2, and then we do the dummy remove. It actually removes it, and then we can mount it. We can test the mounting. So it's like this one, right? So yeah, so basically this is the process that you can do the mounting of the uh, nozzle tip. So we can also do oh, okay. Conload compatible. So basically you need to also set here the nozzle tip, like which one is compatible to which one. Basically you can also set like both are compatible to the both nozzle tip, and then you can actually use the N2 to mount the nozzle tip 1. Okay, so this is maybe not it's okay, this is maybe not good enough. So okay, I think we need to sometimes the force will be quite strong, so you might need to also adjust the force of the current of the motor to make sure it's able to provide the higher force. And now I'm just gonna do the homing. Okay, so now it's actually good, and then I will try the offload and see if it's strong enough. Okay, and now I will do a loading again, just okay. And then I will also try out the other one, and okay, it's actually loading, and then let me just okay, and then if I switch to nozzle 1, and then I will just let it mount the first one. Okay, this is good. And then I will let it mount the nozzle tip 2. Okay. Okay, so just to be sure that um, if you when trying to mount the nozzle tip, it's like you hear the step is losing, then you can adjust on the main board down there to have a little bit bigger current on the driver. So then you have more force here. Yep. That was pretty much it. And then with this setup, then you're pretty much ready for placing the boards, placing the components on the boards. Then you just need to set up the jobs and then load whatever your board is, and then set up the components, and then you are ready to go. Yes, that was it. And then if you have any question, just feel free to leave the comment below. Okay, then see you in the next video.